Fellow Ambazonians, good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the globe. I come here today to wish you guys all a happy new year. And I want us to face the new year with all optimism. 2025 is a year of change. I call it the year where the rubber meets the road. And I want us to have a reflection of how far we've come as a people in fighting to liberate our land. We've come a long way. We've proven in any way, every way, shape, or form that we bought a one-way ticket. It will never be business as usual. We either live as free people, charting the pathway to our destiny, or we keep fighting. We have stood the test of time in this revolution. 8 years and counting. As we move into 2025, let's remember that our brothers and sisters have died, paying the price to free our homeland. We should also remember that our brothers and sisters are languishing in La République du Cameroon, the colonizer, in their dungeons. We should also remember that our people have been displaced. This is our current reality. War was declared on us, Ambazonia. And we are fighting back to prevent the attempted genocide in our land. We have successfully put the enemy on the run. They are not asleep. They have sleeper cells in our territory, trying to undermine and undercut us. As we get into 2025, our primary duty as all committed Ambazonians, our primary duty to all nationalist fighters is to root out all the enemies amongst us. Our primary duty is to pull out all the enemy, the non-combatant enemy amongst us, and ensure that we treat them how they treat us in our land. We have to stay focused. We also understand that our president, Dr. Yabacho, is being held in the Norwegian dungeon. They are perpetrating human rights act on our president and on our country, Ambazonia. We are going to confront our enemies, both in the diaspora and also on ground zero, heads on. We will not be intimidated. We will not be bullied. We will not cower in fighting for the liberation of our people and preventing the attempted genocide of our people. Ambazonia has come to stay. We all must stay focused. As we move into 2025, I want our people to have a conversation with the man in the mirror and ask yourself, at this moment, this time, this era that we live, this year that we are stepping into, what is your purpose in life? As an Ambazonian, we all have one duty, the duty to free our homeland. a duty to free our motherland, Ambazonia. Real compatriots, the daredevils in our land have fought, and some of them have gone to the land of our ancestors fighting to liberate our homeland. Us, the living, as long as we breathe, we have to continue to fight to liberate Ambazonia. It is our duty, our moral responsibility to ensure that we continue fighting till Ambazonia is free. We owe it to those that have gone before us, who fought and died for the freedom of Ambazonia. We owe it to the future generation. It is our moral obligation and moral responsibility to free Ambazonia. As we move into 2025, let's all have a conversation with the man in the mirror and ask ourselves, what do we live for? This is the moment for us all to recommit in this revolution and ensure that we free our homeland. We have heard of other freedom fighters in other parts of the world. We read them in books. This is our moment to become freedom fighters to free Ambazonia. We will not cower. The freedom of a land is not a game. It's not a walk in the park. It takes courage, determination, consistency. No one is going to free Ambazonia but us, Ambazonia. It is our responsibility. Let's do our part. As we move into 2025, recommit. Know that our compatriots are languishing in those people's dungeons. We have to free them. We have to release them from those dungeons. Recommit financially. Recommit in any way, shape, or form. Do your own part. You don't do it for praises. You do it as a moral responsibility and moral obligation. I want to bring out one thing. We hear that the Republic of Cameroon's attempt to continue to legalize the operation of our land by attempting to organize election in our land. One thing should be very clear. Anybody who participates in trying to legalize the operation of Ambazonia, you are a traitor, and you will be treated as such. There will be no for anyone attempting to normalize our oppression, the subjugation of our people, the slaughtering of our people, by trying to support the government of La Republic of Cameroon in attempting to organize election in our land. You will be treated as a traitor to those that are working underground, pretending to legalize our operation by supporting the La Republic of Cameroon's election in our land. You will be committing treason. We want to warn any Ambazonian thinking that he will support the barbaric regime of La Republic of Cameroon to normalize our oppression by supporting them in carrying out the sham election in our land. You are perpetuating treason, and you will be treated as such, a traitor. You know the consequences of supporting in any way, shape, or form La Republic of Cameroon's actions in our land. We just want to pass this warning. Anyone standing by the side of La Republic of Cameroon to legalize our oppression by supporting their sham elections in our land, you are committing treason. And you know the consequence of treason during war. We send this message to all our nationalist fighters. If you pick anybody who is trying to assist the colonizing regime, the oppressor, in normalizing our oppression by supporting any form of election in our land because it's been banned, you will be considered a traitor and you'll be treated as one. This message goes to all our nationalist fighters on the ground. Stay awake, and to those our fighters who are non-combatant, and they are also our agents on the ground, keep your eyes up. If you hear something, say something to our fighters. If you see something, say something to our fighters. We are out to stamp the continuous colonization, the continuous legalization of our oppression in our land. So I want to make it very clear. Anybody attempting to legalize the oppression of our people by supporting Republicans sham elections in our land, you are committing treason and you will be treated as a traitor. Lastly, as we move into 2025, let's remember, both in the diaspora and in ground zero, that we have to commit and start paying our liberation taxes. The liberation taxes has put a dent in on the enemy's front. It has supported our fighters in so many ways in fighting independently and ensuring that they put the enemy on the run. So as we move into 2025, let's start recommitting to pay our liberation taxes. Fellow ambassadors, like the president of the AGOVC has always told us, a liberation is not a walk in the park. We have to fight every inch, every block, every gutter hole, every inch. We have to give in our all to liberate our land. Ambazonia will be free by any means possible. Believe in your freedom. Once again, I wish all of us a happy and prosperous new year. And this year is going to be the year of change. This year must be the year where the rubber meets the road and we change the course of our destiny from slavery into freedom. Thank you. Let's all recommit and stay focused.